There they are. Mercenary sent by the Tempest. He won't be the last. Getting ready for something?
Good. You're finally here.
You mentioned something big is about to happen in Achaea.
I've heard that the Tempest chief engineer is developing a new weapon.
Nima and I saw her try the weapon at the docks. It's not working yet. But it will be a problem when it does.
He's trying to flee Achaea.
If he does want to escape, maybe we can convince him to help us defeat the Tempest.
He's attending the shipbuilding symposium at the amphitheater here in Achaea.
I can head over to the amphitheater now.
There seems to be a discussion about a plan. A secret weapon for the Tempest. The chief engineer should have more information about it.
Sounds easy enough.
The answer to the code word, I am Poseidon's chosen.
Sure.
The chief engineer is amongst the attendees. Seek him out.
That blade means a lot to you. Where does it come from?
I forged it myself. But it's more than a blade to me. It's a choice.
It takes skill to get so close to a target.
That's the point.
What do you know about the Tempest? She must have been planted by Amorges.
I'm not familiar with the Tempest, but I wouldn't put anything past Amorges. He's only ever had one thing on his mind. Lasting prosperity for Persia.
No matter the price. What convinced you to help the stranded people, Darius?
Nima's heart is in the right place, and I want to encourage that. But the moment we're done, we're leaving the Greek world for good.
I'll head to the amphitheater now and find the chief engineer.
Remember, the code is I am Poseidon's chosen.
I'll head to the amphitheater now and find the chief engineer. The chief engineer is here, but I don't know exactly who it is. Should be easy enough. The code word is, I am Poseidon's chosen. This looks like the place Darius mentioned.
I do not speak of the paths you have all traveled to be here, though I thank you for coming. I speak of the noble history of Greek shipbuilding in this wonderful historic amphitheater set within prosperous Achaea. I think it appropriate to reflect upon that ancient duty of which, with all modesty, we have become masters. It is we, the Greeks, who took the world from the humble Monoxleon to the Papyrella, through the Penteconter and Byreme, and finally to the unconquerable Trireme. We have plied the graces of patient Poseidon as the oceans slowly relinquished their secrets. And now, the entire Greek world enjoys the benefits of our toil. Admittedly, we have been less successful in that respect with Zeus and Ares. So where do we go from here? Where can we go from here? Can we improve upon the mighty Trireme, that conqueror of the tides? I say to you, yes! It would be a brave soul who limits the scope of Greek innovation. Could we not one day bear witness to the construction of vessels rivaling those of the gods? Imagine the magnificence of ships, not 130 feet long, but 400, carrying not 200, but 2,000, with not 3 rows of oars, but 20. And broad decks bearing catapults with which to vanquish enemies from afar. Why stop there? For the nobles, gymnasiums and gardens, all crowned with a temple to beloved Aphrodite. Imagine such worlds on the water. What would it take to build them? Who could do it? Come now, brethren! I say to you, our gods-given Greek genius has never known human limitation. Our own Pythagoras discovered the secrets of angles, did he not? Another like him will rise to achieve these glorious constructions. Imagine, a child of Pythagoras. What wonders might that child perform, standing as it would upon its father's shoulders, in the light of such exalted heritage?
I'll bet he couldn't calculate the chances of that.
It is not a question of if we do it, but of when. Welcome then to the Achaea Shipbuilding Symposium, and to the glorious future of Greek shipbuilding. This brand new innovation is called an oar lock. As you can see, it holds the oar in place and prevents it from sliding around. Notice how it affords unrestricted movement without inducing undue wear on the oar or on the rail. It's already improved the effectiveness of those vessels to which it has been applied. Captains report greater speeds from their crews, who are able to row harder and longer. Which is something, I venture, that would gain the approval even of Aphrodite herself. But what about sails? We already use the best linen available. Our ropes and pulleys are the finest ever made. So, is there room for improvement? Naturally! Perhaps our greatest asset is not our ships, but our brave navigators. So it's not surprising that they have found better ways to do things. In fact, they recently discovered that by squeezing down one side of the sail, the amount of wind captured can be increased. That means more speed, especially in critical moments of battle. Of course, these techniques will never replace a crew of strong slaves, but they are useful nonetheless.
I am Poseidon's chosen.
Right. And I'm Mira's harlot.
What?
What do you mean, what? Go away. I'm trying to pay attention here.
I am Poseidon's chosen.
Oh, okay. What did he choose you for?
To speak to you?
Please leave me alone.
I am Poseidon's...
Idiot. What? You're not his chosen, you're his idiot. I could hear you from here, pestering people. Who told you about me?
Lucky for you, the gods have sent me to solve your problems. I heard you wish to flee Achaea.
I don't know about gods. but your spies seem fairly well informed.
Yes, fairly.
Well, if the Tempest had sent you, I'd be dead by now.
I need a way to defeat her. Like this weapon I've heard about?
The Chimera's breath. My greatest creation, but also my greatest regret. I left before they could force me to complete it. Without my finishing touches, it will never work as intended.
Tell me more about this secret weapon. What does it do?
It's meant to engulf enemy ships in a torrent of flames. And it works extremely well. Installation is the tricky part, though. If done incorrectly, it backfires. Horribly.
You worked with the Tempest. What can you tell me about her?
She's a ruthless, emotionless creature. But the scariest part about her is her strategic brilliance. You'd be hard-pressed to find a more perfect commander.
You said you want out of Achaea. Do you have a plan?
The only way out is through the Tempest. Trust me, I've exhausted every other option I can think of. That's my wife up there. And now I've put her life at risk too.
You're taking a big risk by sharing your secrets with me.
No. I'm betting on you to destroy the Tempest for me. Get your hands on the plans, and I can install the Chimera's breath on your ship. With it, you can destroy her entire fleet. I must do something to right this wrong.
The Adrestia is one of the best ships there ever was. It doesn't need extra weaponry.
Against the Tempest, you'll need to be as prepared as possible.
So, how do I get the plans?
The Tempest's fleet commander has them. He's manning the naval blockade. While you're gone, I'll get to work. The plans are written in a code that only I can read. So even when we have them, it'll take some time.
I'll meet you back here when I'm done.
Good. I was wondering how we could clear the blockade.
I'll take care of...
You know how it goes. I'm just here for the bounty. leave the killing to me. Get them! I'd kill you twice if I could. How much more can you take?
The weapon plans for the Chimera's breath. Time to head back to the amphitheater.
He's here somewhere. He's here! Get it out!
No! No. They must have found the engineer. Only he could decipher the weapon plans.
Look, boys! First the runaway engineer, and now the eagle bearer. Aren't we lucky?
Lucky isn't the word I'd use.
Look who decided to show up just in time.
Kill them! Kill them both!
I'll enjoy this!
Sophists and schemers. All of them bow to the sword.
The Tempest is more shrewd and careful than we expected.
We should warn the others. They might be in danger too. I'll have Varnavas take a look at the plans. In any case, we shouldn't linger here.
Back to the shadows, then.
I should find Nima.
I saw you talking to my husband. I can help.
The engineer's wife. What do you know about the weapon plans?
My husband scattered code books around the hair. Some are amongst the Tempest's fleet, and others are in the shipyard. With them, you learn how to build and install the weapon. Then you can end the Tempest and avenge my husband.
I'll end the Tempest with or without your husband's weapon. Either way, he'll be avenged.
He would be happy to hear that.
There are plenty of ships in Achaea. What should I look for?
The Tempest ships patrolling the harbor will be a good place to start.
You said some of the code books are in the shipyard. Where is it?
The Patrai military shipyard is the one at the edge of the city.
I'll find those code books.
fine when they first met. If I hadn't stopped them...
Really? Who do you think would have won?
I can handle myself.
Good. We're all here.
We've done everything we set out to.
Now to get the stranded people out of Achaea.
The Tempest is on her way to install the Chimera's breath on the Scylla.
But we have the Chimera's breath now. The Tempest will never know what hit her.
Without the Chimera's breath, she doesn't stand a chance. I am Poseidon's chosen, after all.
What?
We'll surprise the Tempest. Barnabas and I will launch a sea attack. Using the Chimera's breath to disable the Scylla will be our best chance to get everyone off the coast.
The merchant ships?
The distraction should buy time for them to leave.
Nima and I will make sure everyone is on board the ships. This is our chance to leave Achaea.
Darius is right, Nima. You should be on those ships, both of you. They're your way out.
What do you think, Nima?
It's our only chance.
You have to take it.
We will.
We'll need somewhere to stay until then. Somewhere that won't raise suspicion.
I know just the place. A house on the hill near Dime.
Let's go there now.
Look at this place.
It belonged to a friend of mine. He tried getting out of Achaea, but he didn't make it. I need to prepare the others. See you two soon.
There's something about this place.
It's nothing special.
I like it. It's peaceful. Too bad we won't stay.
So, what's next?
We'll probably keep running, as always. At least there's wine.
At least there's wine.
What have you done?
Stop it!
This is how I grew up!
Oh, but seriously, your father is a very capable man.
He is. But emotionally, he's hard to open up.
It's hard to make friends for people like us, living on the move as we do.
Though, we met each other.
To our friendship.
To our friendship.
Malaka.
Malaka. This reminds me of when we met in Macedonia. We ate boar beneath the stars. It was the first time in a long time that I felt home. I haven't felt that since. Until tonight.
Then let's make the most of it. I should find Darius and the others. The stranded people are probably at the docks already.